YouTube, good evening. How you doing? We got a lot to cover today. Welcome to my live. I am Queen Lillie, and we will be discussing Donald Trump, all things Donald Trump, from cabinet members to Congress, senators. It's so much going on in the news of America right now. Life under Trump. Yeah. Um, the MAGA Republican Party, they're struggling right now. Real bad. It's sad how bad they are struggling. My lipstick look funny. But anyway, welcome to my live. I am Queen Lillie. We are talking about life under Trump. His presidency will go down as trash. In a black bag tied up tight like it smells funky or something in a dumpster. That's what Donald Trump's. Hold on, y'all. My lipstick doing something funky. Donald Trump's presidency is in the dumpster. Hello, Queen Miss Bugs. Hello, King LaSwan. What's good? Hello, Queen Miss Bugs. Hello, Naga. How you doing? I am a female. Please don't call me. Oh, you said ma'am. I apologize. I thought you said, because sometimes they come here and say so much craziness. I apologize to you, Naga. What location you from? Well, where I am, I'm in Georgia. Thank you for the blue hearts, King LaSwan. Thank you. Hello, KK. How you doing? Thank you so much for the compliment. Hello, King Allen. Y'all, it's so much going on. But I was doing research today so I can come live. Well, Nancy Pelosi, she will be leaving us in January 27. I was just eating salmon and jasmine rice. I apologize. One moment, y'all. One moment, please. Yes, Queen Nancy Pelosi will be leaving us. She will no longer, she's retiring. January 2027. We're going to talk about that. That will be the first topic we will cover. I'm going to show y'all a photo of what happened in Donald Trump's Oval Office today and how he just disregarded the man from his party that fainted. He didn't do anything. He could have cared less about the safety and the health of this person from his MAGA Republican Party. He didn't care. Donald Trump is being hit with a hammer by the judges because he has not released the snap. And the judge said, Donnie, you got 24 hours to release that snap. And if he doesn't do it because he went against what he was told by a judge already, they need to lock him up. Lock him up. He did not comply with the judge's order. There's some other things coming from other countries, what they think about America. Because you remember Donald Trump said that Africa is a S-hole country. Well, they making fun of us now. Their children got food. They're making fun of us. But it's our karma because y'all voted Donald Trump in and look at you. Just look at you. You may not have Thanksgiving dinner because the food banks are running out of food. We will discuss Queen Keisha Lance Bottoms. She is running for governor, and she is in the lead. She used to be a mayor of America. She had 2 terms, the mayor of Atlanta. She had 2 terms. Well, now she is running for governor of Georgia, and she will win. Because when we fight, we win. And she's definitely a fighter. The cost of everything is going up. Donald Trump standing at his podium line saying the cost of food has gone down. Well, I got something for y'all because, honey, when I tell you the grocery stores are putting up signs and they said Trump froze your benefits so the government can stay closed to hide the Epstein files. These are the signs they put up. Yes, I got to show you that too. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all, because Donald Trump, his presidency is in the dumpster. It's tied in a black bag at the bottom and it's funky. Hello, King Carlos. How you doing? Thank you. Hello, King Charles Rich. How you doing, baby? When I see females, I feel to kneel down. Bow down to you as well. Thank you so much, Naga. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I hope I am. And if I'm not, please forgive me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to take another sip of water because something is bothering my allergies. Hold on. Just a moment, beautiful kings and queens. We're going to start with my girl, Nancy Pelosi, okay? So take a listen to her. She's announcing she will not be seeking election to Congress in her term. In her retirement is January 2027.
This is why I want you, my fellow San Franciscans, to be the first to know. I will not be seeking re-election to Congress. With a grateful heart, I look forward to my final year of service as your proud representative. As we go forward, my message to the city I love is this. San Francisco, know your power. We have made history. We have made progress. We have always led the way. And now we must continue to do so by remaining full participants in our democracy and fighting for the American ideals we hold dear. In doing so, we ensure that our city shines on as a beacon of hope, justice, and peace for the country and for generations to come. After all, San Francisco is the greatest city on earth with the most extraordinary people on earth, and a place that I will always believe is heaven on earth. Thank you, San Francisco, for trusting me to be your voice in Congress. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. That is why
fair use, great for education purpose, great for entertainment, and what are we doing? Research, great for research purposes as well. And I always throw a little comedy in there. I think this lady is so beautiful to me. She just gorgeous. She put in over 40 years to the American people. Nancy Pelosi, she's done a lot for our country. And yes, I did state yesterday it was time for her to go. So I'm glad she's taking a listen to the American people and moving on and going to have a more glorious life in peace as she's aging and having a husband she can kick back on the beach with, and they enjoy the last few days on this earth together. Because nothing lasts forever, but God's grace and glory does. So we're going to, hold on. Just a moment. Because I have more on Nancy Pelosi. Okay. Nancy Pelosi announced her retirement. She would no longer be a leader of her party January 2027. She is the first woman to lead the Dems. She has spent near 40 years dedicated to the American people. Nancy Pelosi, 5th District, 1987 to 1993. 8th District, 1993 to 2013. 12th District, 2013 to 2023. 11th District, 2023 to present. She's done amazing. She's been in there near 40 years serving the American people. I salute you, Nancy. So let's take a listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene, what she has to say about, I think she's going to mention Nancy Pelosi as well. She speaks highly of her.
Praise Nancy Pelosi. She had an incredible career for her party. I served under her speakership in my first term of Congress, and I'm very impressed at her ability to get things done. I wish we could get things done for our party like Nancy Pelosi was able to deliver for her party. So I wish her well in her retirement, but I would like to see people exit Washington a lot sooner rather than wait until their 80s. I will praise Nancy Pelosi. She had an incredible career.
That is big of her to say that, because for many years, Marjorie Taylor Greene would spit out a bunch of word salads like Donald Trump. But have y'all noticed, since she's pulling away from Donald Trump, we can understand her better, much better than before. It's like the veil has been lifted from her eyes. It's like she came out of that pissy depends of Donald Trump, and she's no longer wanting to get high off his pissy depends. I'm proud of Marjorie Taylor Greene, y'all. I'm not a big fan of her, but I will give her credit because she is stepping away from the MAGA Republican Party and forming her own because she knows what she want to do. She even mentioned that she want to run for president in 2028. Okay, girl, do your thing. But I'm going to be honest with you. You will not win unless y'all cheat. And I like you, but I'm not too fond of you. But I'm growing a like for you. It's not a deep like. But I like to give somebody flowers when they deserve it. She deserved her flowers in this moment. She spoke highly of Nancy Pelosi. Can you believe it? She did, y'all. So as I mentioned you guys about chef talkers calling out Trump, go up around Oakland everywhere. There's signs in the grocery stores in Oakland and other stores as well, mentioning that Trump froze your snap. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Take a look. Fair use. Hold on. They are up everywhere in the stores, letting y'all know why you can't use your snap. So this is what it says. Trump froze your SNAP benefits, but raised $350 million to build a golden ballroom. He actually used the taxpayers' money. He's going to use taxpayers' money. Although he did get donations because he's greedy. He's going to pocket it, in my opinion. And right now, the White House is a sight for sore eyes. It looks a mess. Just a moment, everybody. Back to some Georgia politics. The AJC Politics says Keisha Lance Bottoms, Burt Jones lead in Georgia governor's race. She is running for governor, Keisha Lance Bottoms. Okay, it says a new AJC poll shows Keisha Lance Bottoms momentum leading the Georgia governor Democrat primary with 40% support. Our win in the PSC election yesterday proves Georgia voters are ready for change. We have 195 days to turn this lead into victory. Let's keep the energy going and elect Keisha in 195 days. Keisha Lance Bottoms. So it's showing the polling, and she is ahead of all the people. So MAGA Republicans, all MAGA Republicans. Well, let me show you. She's 40%, while Jeff Duncan is 5%. Jason Estes is 3%. Derek Jackson, 1%. Ruwar Roman, I don't know how to say that name, y'all, honey. 1%. Michael Thorman, 11%. Undecided, 40%. Well, Keisha Lance Bottom is in the lead here in Georgia. She will be our next governor. I spoke Mandani into existence, and I kept saying, he's going to win. He's going to win. You got to keep saying it. Put it in the atmosphere. You got to keep saying it, what you want. Keisha Lance Bottoms will be the governor of Georgia. So, as I stated to y'all, Africa was said by Donald Trump as a shithole country. But it's not a country, Donnie. It's actually a continent. Your IQ tells us a lot. It's low, baby. But anyway, remember Trump said Africa is a shithole country. Trump is actually a continent. Well, Africa has a message for us. Trump is calmer and an embarrassment. He has us looking really bad. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America. You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
That is a mother in Africa. Y'all, America is an embarrassment right now. Other countries are making fun of us. And after the big blue wave came in, the MAGA Republican Party, Trump is looking really, really, really bad, y'all. Really bad. And it looks bad that we have an American president that's not intelligent, greedy. He's a hot mess. His entire cabinet, they are a hot mess. We look foolish right now in America. And I love our country, but I'm being honest, we look bad. But the Democrats looking good right now. Yeah, we're looking good right now. Hey, the blue wave came in and swamped the mega Republicans. We drowned y'all. Deal with it. Eat that. Ain't that what y'all tell us lives, honey? Take that. Hit that like button for me. So today's major legal updates in under 90 seconds. And this is coming from Midas Touch Network.
Handful of major breaking legal updates just in. Let's break them down quickly. First, a federal judge in Rhode Island just found the Trump administration violated his order to ensure that Americans receive their SNAP benefits. Federal Judge McConnell has ordered the Trump administration to provide full SNAP payments to states for November, and he used Trump's own Truth Social post where he said he would not pay SNAP as evidence that Trump's actions were intentional. The judge denied the Trump administration a stay. Once again, this means that SNAP must be fully paid tomorrow. In other news, Sean Dunn, the so-called D.C. sandwich guy, a D.C. resident who threw a sandwich at a federal officer, was acquitted on misdemeanor charges. As a reminder, the federal government tried to indict him on felony charges that had been rejected by the grand jury, another humiliating defeat for the Trump administration and Fox host turned U.S. attorney in D.C., Jeanine Pirro. In Chicago, a federal judge slammed Border Patrol Commander at Large Gregory Bavino for lying that he was hit with a rock before he deployed tear gas on people in Little Village. Judge Ellis handed down a preliminary injunction that now more permanently restricts federal authorities' use of force during their so-called Operation Midway Blitz. And the Supreme Court is now allowing the Trump administration to end a policy under which transgender Americans could self-identify their gender on passports in the latest rollback of transgender rights. It's been a busy day for the news. Follow along for more. We've got a handful of major breaking...
That comes from Midas Touch Network. Go on YouTube and subscribe to them, okay? After you watch my live. After. So, breaking. Judge says Trump did not comply with order to pay out SNAP. This is from Aaron Partners. Fair use.
Yeah, breaking news right now. A federal judge has just found the Trump administration did not comply with his prior order demanding and requiring that the administration pay out full SNAP benefits for the month of November. Judge McConnell, minutes ago, according to Adam Glassfeld, said that the Trump administration did not comply with this prior order, sharply rebuked the Trump administration, and ordered the administration to pay out SNAP benefits by tomorrow. That is a major development because Donald Trump previously said he would not comply with this court order. Now, the White House walked back that statement saying, no, we're going to do it. No, all good. But apparently they did it. And well, the federal judge just found, literally seconds ago, that the Trump administration did not comply with his court order and ordered them to comply within 24 hours. So we'll see if SNAP benefits are paid out to millions of Americans by the end of the day tomorrow. I'll provide you more updates. Spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. So subscribe for free. Follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. More to come soon. We have breaking news right now. A federal judge
release that SNAP, Donnie. You want everybody to be miserable because you're miserable. You're in a horrible, miserable marriage. Your wife would not give you any candy. Well, you don't deserve it. You knew when she married you what she wanted. It wasn't you. It must be the cash because it's not your face. Like Beyonce said, it must be the cash because it's not your face, Donnie. It was your bank account. Release those benefits and release the Epstein files.
We have some big news right now. We're outside of Speaker Mike Johnson's office. I'm here with Congresswoman Yasmin Ansari, who is actually holding out a sign. I want to show you guys. I'm going to flip the camera. It says, Mike Johnson is starving families and gutting health care to cover up the Epstein files. Change my mind. Now, Congresswoman, I have to ask you, why are you here and why are you holding up the sign?
So as you know, Congress has been effectively out of office for 7 weeks now. We are 37 days into a government shutdown. People in my district are in line at food banks. People are losing their health insurance premiums are doubling. And Adelita Grijalva, who's my neighboring representative, has still not been sworn in. Mike Johnson is complicit in all of this and in the cover-up. I went outside his speaker's office. I was there all afternoon hoping to speak with him. Couldn't find him, so now we're here at this office just hoping to have a conversation and ask him what his intentions are when he plans to work with us to reopen the government.
Okay, let me show you where we are. We're right in front of Speaker Johnson's office, and there's Congresswoman Ansari. Let's see if he comes out. We have some big news right now. We're outside of Speaker
Mike Johnson is in hideout. Mike Johnson is protecting Petals. He's in hideout. And Donald Trump said to his cabinet members yesterday that they got swallowed. The blue wave drowned them. Yes, it did, Donnie boy. It took you under, but you will now hold responsibility or taking accountability to what has happened. You pretty much blamed your cabinet. They are under the orders of you. And as I stated earlier, one of his cabinet members fainted. Do you think Donnie cared? Let me take a sip of water on that. One moment, please. Donald Trump does not care. One moment. I got to mute the music. When the guy fainted, look what Donald Trump did. Turned his back and just stood there. His cabinet is weak. Thanks to Donald Trump. Hold on. I got more about that. Just a moment, everybody. His move forever about the American people. And I'm going to read the article to you. It says, in the center of the Oval Office at the Resolute desk, in complete disregard for Gordon collapsed today as people suffer under the weight of this economy, government shutdown, and the treasurer's healthcare system. We cannot be a people that is callous, and we definitely can't turn a blind eye to this. Well, Donnie is turning a blind eye. He could give a F about anybody else. Hold on. Just a moment. Okay, this is from Occupy Democrats. It said Trump stands by and does literally nothing when someone collapses at his Oval Office press conference. This is heartbreaking. This is how bad it is under Trump's regime. He has his cabinet stretched so thin, stressed out, because he's the problem and he takes no accountability. They are weak and they are frail. Impeach Trump. Impeach Trump. I will show this video again during the live. Yes. Uh-oh, it's on mute. Hold on. I apologize.
And creating high-value jobs. But today, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah.
Look, that is so sad. And Big Boy, he gonna turn his back, don't give a F. Obama would have tried to help. Our weak, frail, sick, great President Joe Biden, he would have did something even though he looked like he was weak. Donald Trump could care less. President Joe Biden would have been there trying to help him. This make America look really bad. Nothing about this says make America great. It says our country is weak. We got a man in the office that's inhumane. He doesn't care about anybody or anything but himself. Why didn't you? I was about to say something bad. Okay. Let me watch what I'm about to say. We shall continue. Let me go on. I'm just going to say that. And MAGA, you think this is making America great? All right. Fix it, Jesus. We are in trouble. Trump, dear, the American people are concerned about food and housing while he talking about something. I'll show you. I can show you better. I can tell you. Hold on.
Well. So it's Thursday, baby, and Daddy Dumpy Pants is currently sitting up there on my TV from the Oval Office letting everybody know that he is signing a deal to bring down the cost of weight loss drugs. Not food, No, baby. He is lowering the cost of weight loss drugs that he can't even take, by the way, because his heart is in such a bad way. That's why his ass is as broad as a barn, as they say. But I hate to tell you this, Daddy. We're all gonna lose weight real soon because there's no food on our plate. And we damn sure cannot afford a weight loss shot or two, no matter if they're fucking free. We would rather have food to eat. Priorities, dear. Priorities. And what's so funny about this, honey, is the kind of people that use the weight loss drug that are in the Red Hat crew. There's something else they should do. You know, they're all against that gender affirming care, but a report came out the other day about women of a certain age injecting themselves with high levels of testosterone. And guess who that might be? Yes, honey, the white ladies of the MAGA team. Now, the report went on to say that they're enjoying this so much in so many ways because it gives them a bit of energy and they're overdosing themselves to get high, baby. And they're bragging about their sexual appetites. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong here, dear, but I do believe the members and the men in the GOP like them young, honey. So it really doesn't matter how high your appetite might be. They're not swinging their Peter towards thee. They like them really young, really dumb. I mean, they are the protectors of pedos. Anyway, I think it's very funny today that MAGA women are out here across the US of A injecting themselves with testosterone. It explains a lot, because from what I can see, Cosplay Christie is about this close to being a man, baby. Not looking good in any kind of way, a scarecrow on most days. And well, we all see Marjorie. Hell, she's more manly than her man. And we all heard him on TV saying he rubs his body with that tea cream. I guess some of it has got on to Marjorie. Yes, they're real busy getting high as of late, shooting up in the thigh with some tea, honey. And I mean testosterone, not the kind you drink. Weight loss drugs and testosterone. That's what the old man's got up there going on. Out of touch.
Donnie got us effed up real bad. We ain't concerned about weight loss, Donnie. Not right now. We want to eat. The American people want food, and they want their electrical bills to go down. They want cheaper health insurance, etc. This man is crazy. He's not relatable to middle class poor. He's not. And MAGA tends to celebrate his foolishness. What is happening here, y'all? The judge said Donald Trump has 24 hours, not even 24 hours at this point, to release the American People SNAP. I showed y'all in the stores, they letting y'all know why you can't use your EBT cards. Because of Donnie Boy. One moment, please. I'm going to refresh your memory and show you exactly what I'm talking about. The grocery stores would not take the blame for Donald Trump's BS. They are speaking up and speaking out, letting y'all know Trump froze your benefits so the government can stay closed to hide the Epstein files. Those are the signs in the stores. One moment, please. Oh, Trump.
Well. It's Thursday, baby. Now, I was just over there on Daddy's Not So Trues. You see, yesterday he was trying to fight back the blues. He was celebrating his memories. You know about last November when he won, baby? Yes, celebrating the anniversary of year one. So there's no need to show you a screenshot or two. As a matter of fact, I will no longer be showing you screenshots of the orange hose quotes. I'll just read them to you. Like the one he twatted out this morning, dear, and I do fear it's full of all kinds of lies. Let's get to it right here. 2025 Thanksgiving dinner under Trump is 25% lower than 2024's Thanksgiving dinner under Biden, according to Walmart. My costs are lower than Democrats on everything, especially oil and gas. So the Democrats' affordability issue is dead. Stop lying. All caps. Well, you see, Daddy Dumpy Pants, the problem here, dear, is that's a lie, too. I mean, you can take to Google expeditiously to see that the cost of a turkey dinner this year is up 40%. That's right. I don't know who over at Walmart told the Orange Hoe that the cost of turkey is down 25% this year, but they lied to you, dear. It's up 40%. Not to mention the fact that you've decided to withhold SNAP benefits and all of that shit. My. All this guy does is fucking lie. Or maybe he don't know he's lying. Maybe
Oh,
people
he
lie.
know. He said if he ran for president, that MAGA would eat up his lies. He said they're the stupidest people. They believe everything they hear on Fox. Those were Donald Trump's words. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think I put it on his frontal dementia, in my opinion, and allegedly frontal dementia. Hopefully it's not schizophrenic. He's not schizophrenic. Oh, God. Trump is so draining. One moment, please.
Trump is desperately trying to claim that prices are going to be down 25% this Thanksgiving because of his amazing economic success. But here's the thing, even his own administration is sounding the alarm bells that this is not true, and he got fact-checked. Look at this. He said Walmart just announced that prices for Thanksgiving dinner is now down 25% since under sleepy/crooked Joe Biden in 2024. Affordability is a Republican stronghold. Hopefully Republicans will use this irrefutable fact. But it doesn't seem like that fact is very irrefutable because it's missing context. The 2025 Walmart Thanksgiving meal contains 15 items, while the 2024 meal contained 21. They also, of course, replaced most of the brand-named items with great value items. Here's a look at everything that was in the 2024 meal versus the 2025 meal. As you can tell, this one's substantially shorter and it's only great value items. But despite being fact-checked, Donald Trump has decided to double down on his claim, saying that actually everybody else is just lying. He says that his costs are actually lower than the Democrats on everything, especially oil and gas. Therefore, the entire affordability issue has magically been solved because Donald Trump said so. That's right, guys. You're no longer struggling economically. But it's crazy because even his own administration disagrees with him. Sean Duffy said, as we come into Thanksgiving, if we're still in a shutdown posture, it's going to be really rough out there. Really rough. They know they're hurting Americans and they know they're wrecking affordability, but they simply don't care. Donald Trump is desperately trying to claim that prices are going to...
God, please mute Trump. Because MAGA, they love him. They're going to believe him. Even when their eyes show them in the grocery store that the food prices are much higher under Trump than President Joe Biden. MAGA refused to accept the truth. They decided to hear no evil, see no evil, even though they see with their eyes the prices of food is much higher. And when Donald Trump is spewing out lies, they hear no evil. Hear no evil, see no evil. Monkey do, monkey say. Oh, God, what a way.
We have some breaking news right now. Terrible morning for the United States economy and the job market and the Trump administration as a whole. Job cuts for the month of October totaled 153,074, according to CNBC. That's a 183% surge from just September, 175% surge from October of last year, the highest level for any October since 2003, and the worst year for layoffs since 2009. This is the worst October that the United States economy has had in terms of job cuts since 2003. This is the worst year for the United States economy in terms of job cuts and layoffs since 2009. That's the year after the Great Recession. This is why Donald Trump is changing his tune on affordability. This is why we saw the results we saw on election night just 2 nights ago. Spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along to stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. We have some breaking
Subscribe
news
to
right now.
Aaron Partners on YouTube. He is also on Instagram. Go give him a follow on Instagram, Aaron Partners. So, Not to be mean, but MAGA, you are an embarrassment. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about because you refuse to wake up.
Taxpayers' money to make this.
But why? People really are suffering out there.
Because they voted for us.
That makes no sense, but whatever.
I am so happy that the government gets to have this ballroom because they deserve it. Well, Mom's dead, but at least there's this.
Wait, don't do it. They have a $300 million ballroom now. Oh, thank God. That makes things so much better now.
Well, I no longer can afford my diabetes medication, but thank God that they now have a new ballroom.
They did it, everyone! They have a new ballroom!
We use taxpayers' money to make this.
But why? People really are suffering out there.
Because they voted for us.
That makes no sense, but whatever.
I am so happy that the government gets to...
That's a reenactment of MAGA right now. Anything Donald Trump does that is bad for the country, they're celebrating it. There's an illness. And there's several wildebeests out in America. And the wildebeests are MAGA. Watch out now. MAGA is so silly. They're saying Americans need less jobs to get by because the economy is so good. That's a lie. And the devil's a liar.
That's how far MAGA is willing to go to defend Trump's economic failure. They're now claiming we actually don't need jobs because the economy is so good, you really can't make this up. This is how they're responding to the corporate job cut surging past 1 million so far this year. He says, good. Wages are up and prices are down. That's not true. People need less jobs to get by. Inflation is half of what it averaged under Joe Biden. Are we serious right now? Prices are down so much that we don't even need to work anymore? Does he think everything's just free? It's gotten to the point where these people are celebrating mass layoffs. They're actually celebrating people losing their jobs. 1 million Americans getting laid off in 10 months is not economic strength. It is a crisis. When people start trying to claim that mass unemployment is a good thing, you know the propaganda machine is in full motion. It should be more than obvious that layoffs don't mean people automatically need fewer jobs. Layoffs mean families are losing paychecks, benefits, food security, rent money, healthcare, and the ability to stay afloat. This is going to, of course, lead to real human suffering. Only somebody completely detached from reality and brainwashed would possibly be celebrating something like that. This is how far MAGA is willing to go to defend Trump's economic failure. They're now claiming we actually...
Nothing about MAGA surprises me. It's baffling that a group of people are willing to destroy themselves, knowing that this man doesn't mean them any good at all. They still gonna follow up behind him like the people did with Jim Jones. They continue to drink the Kool-Aid. They know better. It's just like they can't pull themselves out of Donnie's pissy pants. They so high off his BS and his poop and urine, they celebrate while drinking it and eating it. A group of people I would never understand. But I feel like I still need to love them through the love of God.
I'm pretty sure we also gained $2 trillion in national debt since last year. Better yet, why are companies like Amazon, Microsoft, UPS, Intel, Nestle, Ford, and others laying off tens of thousands of workers? I thought if you're doing well, you'd be hiring more people, not slimming down. Or at the very least, just not firing people and staying neutral. He's a grifter, he's unintelligent, he's going to put this country to ruin. This man is actively and openly manipulating stock. He's pumping companies that he has stake in, and he's funding foreign countries that he will profit from. Meanwhile, you still have people in these timelines saying that these tariffs are going to bring jobs back to the U.S., or that this man actually cares about making America great again for anyone other than himself and his billionaire buddies. The Supreme Court is having oral arguments on November 5th to determine whether most of his tariffs were illegal to begin with. The literacy rates are already in the gutter, as around 1 in 5 people are illiterate as of 2024, and over half the U.S. population has a literacy rate below 6th grade, meaning every other person in this country struggles with words like mischievous, unanimous, boycott, and condemn. There's a reason there's not enough boycotts and movements going on, and it's because half this country doesn't know what the words mean. If the economy is doing so well, why is SNAP getting cut? Where did the $17 trillion that Trump said came from tariffs go? I'm pretty sure we also gained $2 trillion in national debt since last year. Better yet, why are companies like Amazon, Microsoft, UPS, Intel, Nestle, Ford, and others laying off tens of thousands of workers? I thought if you're doing well, you...
Are we great yet, MAGA? So many layoffs. Just this week past, UPS laid off thousands of people. Are we great yet? Just tell me, are we great yet? We're going to listen to something from Candace right quick. Candace Owens.
The billionaire bucks that were flowing into the anti-Mamdani campaign, he won pretty handily against Andrew Cuomo, which like 5 minutes ago, the Republican Party was telling us he was unbelievably corrupt, that he should be in prison. And all of a sudden, it was our duty to get the word out, to get people to vote for Cuomo somehow again. Bill Ackman almost personally ran against Mamdani, right? Bill gave $1.75 million. Michael Bloomberg also gave money to a Cuomo-affiliated super PAC. He gave $8.3 million to stop Mamdani, and it didn't matter. The Airbnb co-founder, Joseph Gebbia, gave $3.1 million. It didn't matter. The Tisch family gave $1.2 million. It didn't matter. Still, Mamdani won. Why? Okay, if we're being honest, he probably won during the first mayoral debate, okay? Just like if I reflect upon 2016, Trump kind of won in the first Republican debate because he was just kind of saying F you to the establishment, and it was pretty apparent.
The war in Iraq was a big, fat mistake. They lied. Okay. They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first?
I would visit the Holy Land.
I would go to Israel.
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies.
My first trip to Israel, my wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family, and it could coincide with my young son Miles' bar mitzvah.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not as a Jewish state?
No, as a state with equal rights.
He won't say it has a right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very clear.
And his answer was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No, I'm not.
Just like... This is our country, you guys. I love Israel more. No, I love Israel more. No, I love Israel more. But I guess the bigger, broader question is, why didn't MAGA? Why didn't MAGA? Why didn't MAGA do the thing? We've infiltrated MAGA, and we told them to do what we want, and we wanted them to all make posts, anti-Mamdani posts. The answer is pretty obvious. We don't recognize this MAGA, okay? MAGA needs a new leader. Like I said, you lost the party. MAGA got fractured, not when Tucker Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes, but when Donald Trump looked at us in our faces and said, Epstein who? That's when it was game over. Because Israel first is a cancer cell. It is a cancer cell, left or right, to everything and everyone that wants to play around with it. It is a radical psychosis that has manifested itself within both parties, despite the billionaire bucks that were flowing into the
So many billionaires poured so much money into Cuomo, and he lost. Mamdani kept it simple, and he talked about what he's going to do for New York, not what he's going to do for Israel. And that's why he won. That's why we swept the whole U.S. and turned red states into blue states. The American people are tired. We're tired of hearing rich people brag about what they have. Millionaires and billionaires brag. We need help. But no, Donnie sent our help to Argentina, $40 billion. Billions of dollars to Israel. And now Americans may not have Thanksgiving dinner. No Christmas for children this year. None. They worked hard and got good grades. They deserve their gift. America, we're drowning. Donald Trump must be impeached. When the Dems fully take over in 2020, and 26, because we're going to win again. They will impeach Donald Trump. That we know.
Just defied a court order, not one, but 2 court orders. He is now saying that he won't release any SNAP money until the government reopens. Need I remind you, currently, Argentina's population is what? 45 million folks. And they just landed $40 billion from Trump administration. Meanwhile, here at home, we got that same number, somewhere around 42 million Americans, just about the same number, who depend on SNAP, who are getting what? Zero. Now let's break that down. If you split that same $40 billion across Argentina's population, that's roughly $870 per person. And if you go by household, that's thousands per family. If that money had stayed here, our own 42 million wouldn't be left hungry. Instead, we fed another nation's 45 million first. Feeding another table or foreign household while your own American kids go hungry. Or that's not leadership or American first. It's downright dereliction of your oath, it's greed for your buddies, and a slap in the face for American families that either voted for you or didn't vote for you. This is the main reason why your polling numbers are sucking right about now. Truth has no party. Y'all be well. He just defied
He is defying the judge's order. He's supposed to already have released the SNAP benefits. He thinks he's bigger than the American people. You work for us, Donald Trump. You're not a king. You're not a dictator, although you want to pretend that you are. And it's going to cost you big time. The judge said today you have 24 hours, where you have less than 24 hours. Release the SNAP. Allow school children to eat, the elderly, families to eat. You provided for another country, but says, kick rocks to your own country. What kind of man are you? Are you even a man? You're a boy, Donald Trump. You hear me, boy? You are a little 2-year-old having a temper tantrum on the American people. And we're tired. We're more tired than Melania Trump is. And she's sick of you.
When I was incarcerated, I told my dad that he needed to vote for Donald Trump, that he was going to be the best thing to save this country. He was anti-establishment. He was going to drain the swamp. It didn't matter if you were Democrat or Republican. He was coming after you. My dad laughed at me and he said, Donald Trump is the swamp. My dad said that Donald Trump is the epitome of everything that is wrong with the capitalist system and the United States of America. He is a greedy, entitled billionaire who's had his entire life handed to him, and if it wasn't for poor white rural Americans, his entire empire would crash. Boy, was he right. Right now in the U.S., we have Erica Kirk flying aboard Air Force 2 to attend a football game at LSU. Truth is, Republicans need jdvance to have a white Christian wife. Who better than Erica Kirk? FBI Director Kash Patel has taken his girlfriend on an FBI jet to attend football games at Penn State. The Coast Guard buys Kristi Noem 2 jets. Right now, taxpayers are gold-plating a jet for Trump. Speaker Mike Johnson refuses to open up the government to swear in Congresswoman Adeleta Grijalva because he knows that she is the final vote needed to release the Epstein files. Like Bro said, MAGA is questioning people using SNAP to buy Oreos instead of questioning billionaires who are buying 13-year-olds. Thank God for the blue wave. When I was incarcerated...
Thank God for the blue wave. Like he said, MAGA is concerned about people buying Oreos with their SNAP. You need to be concerned about your leader, your savior, being a pedo. And why the government shutdown is happening. Because he doesn't want the Epstein files released because he's all over them. And because of the Epstein files, the American people are suffering. Because they will not release the files. They're scared that a leader is going to sign off and be number 218. And we need her to be. Mike Johnson has killed his career. He will no longer have a career because of Donald Trump. What are you going to do when Donnie's out of there? Because you protect pedos, Mike Johnson. Could you be one? Inquiry minds want to know, baby. Are you one? Nothing surprised me about these mediocre white men.
So I used to think that MAGA was just, uneducated, slightly stupid, didn't know about politics. But what I realize now is that MAGA is a total shit for brains. You guys are dumb, needing someone to guide you through life, someone to hold your hand from point A to point B and read the warning signs to you. Do you know why I think that? I'm watching everybody applaud the fact that this president and his administration is pulling SNAP benefits from people in need, and you're applauding this. You've already complained about your grocery prices. He's already promised to help you and done nothing to help you. You've already made all the excuses, such as he's got better things to do. He's got more important things to worry about, like blowing up boats in, off the coast of Venezuela, or building a ballroom is more important than Americans and their ability to survive in this economy. Hosting parties for people who bought into his crypto scheme, going on 70 golfing trips and making 377 personal trips to his golf resorts is more important than helping Americans. But I digress. You have not even put together the fact that pulling all those billions of dollars out of the grocery market, because it is just the grocery market, right? They're not buying luxury cars with, $100 a month, bitch. But pulling all of that money out of the grocery market is going to drive your costs up again. You're not going to see prices at the grocery store fall, you dipshit. They're going to go up again. And you know why? Because now these grocery stores are losing all of those billions of dollars, and they need to make it up somehow. So they're going to take it from you, dumbass. Everything this administration does to hurt the poor is going to affect you negatively in the long run. And this one is going to be a quick effect. You're going to feel this one fast, because these grocers aren't going to wait around to see how it affects them in the market. They're going to jack those prices up right now. They're not losing a fucking dime in November. They're going to take it from you. I will continue to run my food pantry for those in need. I will find a way to stretch $1, because that's what we do. But as it pertains to you, MAGA mush for brains, I hope that every single bit of bad shit that you have wished on somebody else falls on you tenfold. And please trust me, it will. So I used to think that MAGA
fall on Donald Trump tenfold. He shall reap what he sowed tenfold. You know how God will bless us tenfold? Well, you can reap what you sow, because karma will come tenfold to Donald Trump. This is his doing. His cabinet is under the orders of him. Mike Johnson is under the orders of Donald Trump. That's why when he's at a podium speaking, Mike Johnson looks so lost and empty and soulless. He's honoring Donald Trump and not the American people. They all work for the American people. We do not work for Donald Trump. He has flipped the script where Americans look at it. MAGA think they working for Trump. No, MAGA, he works for the American people. MAGA, we know who you are, Snaggletooth people. You're not getting your benefits. Stop coming in my chat fronting. Your insurance premium has went sky high. Hold on. I got something to show you about that. Then we're going to get out of here. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. This lady's insurance premium used to be $100 and something. It is now, starting the 1st of January, 2026, it will be $800 something. So you need to fight with the Dems, MAGA, because you're just as broke as some of us are doing worse, to be honest. I live in a nice town where I live. I'm not rich, but some of these people are. MAGA, you're not living like that. You live in the hillbilly land, some of you.
insurance. But just opening my mail for my insurance that is renewing for 2026. Right now, I pay $122 per month for health insurance. Beginning January 1st, 2026, your monthly premium will be beginning January 1st, 2026. Your monthly premium will be, mind you, I pay $122 right now per month. Starting January, I will be having to pay you see that? $853.05 for health insurance. I'm going from paying $122 per month to $853.05 per month for health insurance. They have absolutely lost their fucking mind. They have absolutely lost their fucking mind. So guess what? A lot of people is about to be without health insurance.
It's a fact. A lot of people are going to be without health insurance. They're already without food because Dunny didn't release their benefits. What you got to say, MAGA? Please, voice your opinion.
Senator Warren just said something that blew my mind.
Donald Trump and the Republicans in Washington would rather shut down government than help make health care affordable for more Americans. Not only has he said we're not going to negotiate over that, he's going to say, yeah, let's take 15 million hungry children and deny them the food they need under the SNAP program. We are not here to trade off hungry people for sick people. We are in this fight because, by damn, we believe government should not be there just to work for a handful of billionaires and billionaire corporations.
Wow. Anything else you want to add on that statement?
I rest my case. I rest my case. I had a lot more to show you all, but I'm resting my case. I'm going to leave it right there on the table. Put it on the floor. Put it on the floor. I rest my case. We are in danger. And it takes all of us. Not one or two. Not just the them. Everybody. I'm going to read a couple of your comments and we're going to get out of here. Al says she's worth $250 million. I don't know who he's talking about. King Josh says Howard Beach, Queens, New York. Independent Thinker says I don't know what y'all talking about. King Allen says Maxine Waters wasn't there telling people to destroy SHIT. She was not. It doesn't matter that Elizabeth Warren is worth $250 million. I think that's what you said. What matters, she's fighting for us. Donald Trump is not fighting for the American people. He's taking food. He's taking your health care. Since he's been in office, people have lost their homes. They're living in their cars. Miss me with that BS. Hi, King Dave. How you doing, baby? Hi, Taking Notes. How you doing? Hi, Josh. How you doing? I love y'all. Hey, FV. How you doing? Hello, Queen Alice Knows. How you doing? Hello, Independent Thinker. How you doing? Hello, King Al. Hello, it's Queen Jackie. How you doing? Hello, Joe King. How you doing? Hello, Italian Werewolf. How you doing? Hello, Queen Renee Baker. How you doing? Baby, I'm not lying. I come with the facts. Don't get mad at me because Donald Trump is making you lose things and you still drinking his piss. It depends. Hold that thought. Marinate on that, boo-boo. Okay? God bless you. I want to thank each and one of you. Hello, Tasman. How you doing? I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. It has been a great live. I love you. God loves you. Continue to be great. Continue fighting for our country. Continue fighting against the Donald Trump regime. Hit that like button before you leave out. God bless and good night.